We're back. We're live. What's going on? Late Night Green, Late Night Edition. I'm Philly Phil, and this is Mr. Todd. How are you today?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm doing good.
See, I believe that. I believe what you just said. You sold it to me.
We're good. We're good. So, we got a really great late night edition show for you guys tonight. We got a new pope. We got people here. We've got big news here. Steve from the News is making his debut return on a new segment for Late Night Green. So welcome to the show, Steve.
Love it. Love it.
Big Steve.
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
Yep. So he hasn't been here for a while. I haven't seen Steve for a while, so I missed him. I like the mustache.
Well, thank you. It's a move, right?
So can I tell everybody why there's a mustache?
You can.
Okay. So Steve did a movie. And I guess as a required part of the movie, you needed a mustache.
Well, required is a little strong. I think I kind of insisted on it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I think the mustache was the move. You know?
But the reason that you've maintained the mustache is because you might have to go in and do some cleanup shoots.
Yeah, well, it's not even cleanup. There's still a portion that needs to be shot. Like, we haven't shot
Like
part
a
of
whole
it.
section?
Like a whole section of it.
So you need to look like you did.
Yeah,
kind of.
Yeah. And
without aging.
And, well, I'm getting older and fatter by the day, so this is a problem. So it's a problem. But Johnny, I thought that was you. It sounded like it was behind me, and I really thought that was you laughing like that.
Shit. Well, let's keep moving around the table. Johnny B is in the house. What's up, my man? So Johnny,
what's up, Phil?
What's up, brother? So Johnny is in Atlantic City at the Champ Show, which I wanted to be at, but like I was kind of under the weather the last couple days, and we didn't do the show Tuesday night because I wasn't feeling well, and I don't know if Todd could like carry it by himself.
You feeling better now?
I'm feeling better now.
Good.
So yeah, thank you. So Johnny is he's at Champ Show Atlantic City. So we're going to talk to him about what happened at this show, and we're going to see how it compared to last year's show. And then also on our panel this evening is Val. Val, welcome to the show.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm doing great. It's good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome, and thanks for coming. I see
Of
that
course.
you brought some stuff to show us tonight,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So Val told me a story earlier today. You don't show anybody yet. We're going to hold that secret. But Val, when we talked, and she was explaining how she handles roaches, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So she was explaining to me, and then there was a point in time where I'm like, tell me no more. Save it for the show. I don't want to know anything else at this point moving forward. So we're going to hear about that. And how are you doing?
I'm doing well. I really want to hear about this roach thing, though.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. Well, we got to do it at the right time. You know, we don't want to get in trouble too early in the show. Yeah. So, all right. So, so if you guys, if Control Room, if you could put up the Pope smoke, and I want to show you guys that we were on alert for the new Pope, and yeah, pop that into production if you can. There we go.
Pope smoke.
So Pope smoke. And so what happened?
Boom.
Yes, boom. So what happened is we saw the green smoke, and then we knew that there was a new Pope, and we were hoping that the Pope, who's an American Pope, we were hoping that he's going to be cannabis friendly, especially because he's an American Pope. He's from Chicago.
He's from Chicago. I mean, Chicago's cannabis friendly, right?
Right.
And I mean, let's go Green Pope. Let's go
Yeah,
Green Pope.
Look, judging
you know?
by the smoke, we can see the conclave is into the cannabinoids.
That
Right.
is enthusiastically
Okay,
smoking.
Right. So they're not burning the ballots. They're literally they're doing bong hits and then blowing it up the chimney.
Man, it's a tenuous
because we all
thing.
know weed smoke is green.
All right. So, hey, so Control Room, real quick, on the big screen, why don't you show we have a picture of the new Pope, guys. He's the American Pope.
Let's see this guy.
There he is.
Oh yeah, I want you.
Pope Leo, baby.
Is it me or all the popes look alike?
They kind of all
Yeah.
look alike.
Is that his name? Pope Leo? He's Pope Leo?
Yeah, he's Pope Leo.
Pope Leo.
The 14th.
The 14th of his name.
Yeah, so there were 13 Pope Leos before him.
Well, that's getting kind of old, don't you think? I don't know.
How far back does this pope thing
Oh,
go?
shit. Fuck.
Apparently
dude.
14, at least 14 times.
It goes back a long time, man. Now, that's just with
Well, that's-
one person.
That's just Leo.
That's just him.
14 Leos.
That's just him.
Well, he's aggressive. I don't like how he's pointing at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's doing an Uncle Sam.
Yeah, absolutely. He's doing Uncle Sam, and I feel like I'm getting drafted right now into the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
Freedom of religion. I have problems with this, man.
That's funny as hell. That's funny as hell. All right, we'll put Johnny B back on here. And the reason we're talking about the Pope is because we thought tonight we would be on Pope watch, like Pope alert, like trying to figure out, are we going to get a new Pope? We saw the green smoke. We know there's a new Pope. And now we got the Pope. So tonight we're going to refocus our efforts to talk about the church a little bit and whether the church is receptive to cannabis. And I can tell you, here's a shocker to everybody. They are not. They are not. They are not. But what we're going to do is we're going to give them a chance. Okay. And
I didn't know about this.
We
before.
have
Wow,
to
on the
listen.
spot.
Listen,
Tonight.
there's a new Pope. He's American. If there's ever a chance, if there's ever a chance for the Catholic Church to accept weed, I think, Johnny, now's the time.
Leo from Chicago says you should smoke too. Hey.
So what we're
I think it's great.
Yeah, so I think it's great too. So we're hoping that so Todd's going to give us a little bit of a summary, so to speak, on basically what is the current stance of the Catholic Church on cannabis. And I know it's not good, but you want to tell us about it?
Break it down.
Well,
Or should I ask Mary Jane?
Well, we'll let Mary Jane elaborate on, but in general, the church discourages the use of drugs. But right there, that's something debatable, right?
It's becoming debatable. It is becoming debatable.
Yeah, I don't look at it as a drug.
Right.
So, Mary Jane, could you, for our audience and the people at this table, could you explain to us the stance of cannabis with the Roman Catholic Church? Could you do that for us?
Absolutely. The Roman Catholic Church traditionally views substance use, including cannabis, through a moral lens that emphasizes sobriety, moderation, and the avoidance of harm. Officially, the Church hasn't endorsed recreational cannabis use, focusing instead on the principles of maintaining a clear mind and healthy body. However, the Church does support medical uses of cannabis if it genuinely helps alleviate suffering and is used responsibly. The stance is nuanced, often encouraging compassion and careful consideration of societal impacts rather than outright condemnation or approval. In short, while the Church remains cautious about recreational use, it acknowledges the potential medical benefits and emphasizes responsible ethical use.
Okay.
So I think that's the most moderate description of the Roman Catholic Church that I've ever heard, because basically I think what Mary Jane was saying is that they're a bit more
Lenient, it sounds a little bit.
I think
Before it would be a rigid thing, you would think. Hey,
yeah.
no.
So let's take it a step further, guys. Let's take it a step further. We've got a video that we're going to play, and you can play the video on full screen and then put us up in. You can put us up in a smaller screen, but basically. What we're looking at, and control room, I'll give you some timestamps to work off of it. But this is a channel called Godsplaining, and there are two fathers on here that have decided to take on the topic of cannabis, and so I thought this was a good representation of what maybe the Catholic Church feels about weed. Like a guideline. So we can play this. I think what we should do is we'll go ahead and we'll just start it off and we'll get an idea of what it looks like, and then I'll move you forward to some timestamps and we'll get into how these guys think about cannabis. So go ahead and roll it.
This is Father Gregory Pine,
And this is Father Patrick Briscoe.
and welcome to Godsplaining. Thanks to all those who support us. If you enjoy the show, please consider making a monthly donation on Patreon. Be sure to like and subscribe to Godsplaining wherever you listen to your podcasts. Father Patrick, we're going to do something which we don't ordinarily do in Godsplaining episodes. We're going to break the fourth wall, and I'm going to turn to our executive producer, Father Joseph Anthony Kress, and ask, when does this particular episode air? And then we're going to wait on Father Joseph Anthony Kress who will then tell us that this episode airs
Control room, go ahead and advance
August
this to
10th, and then we're gonna tell our
1401.
Yeah, sorry guys.
1401. So
Don't care.
yeah, we don't give a shit
Don't
about
care.
any of that. So we'll go to 1401.
But God bless.
And in this section, these guys talk about alcohol versus marijuana. And I think it's kind of interesting. Even in Mary Jane's explanation, she talks about the leniency and how they're accepting to that. But in reality, when you listen to these guys,
Right.
they're far from accepting. But what they do is they go out of their way to talk about the benefits and how great alcohol is. So,
What?
yeah, and we want to kind of
Get outta
point.
here.
Yeah, we want to point this out. So.
Oh yeah, bring it on.
So go ahead, and if you can play it from that point, let's take a look at that.
Get out of here.
of alcohol isn't to get blitzed, but the point of marijuana is to get stoned. So there's a kind of different logic with which you consume. And I think that there are telltale signs of that logic that are just kind of built into the substances themselves. So people often say they're both natural. But in the case of alcohol, we're talking about something that is not only natural, but it's comestible, it's nutritive. So like it's something that builds us up. It has calories, but also it has health benefits if you use it well.
Pause.
Yeah,
Pause.
yeah.
Pause.
Okay.
I need a minute here.
Who is this fucking asshole?
Wait a minute.
So-
well, first of all, hold on. Let's back way up to when they started and said,
Yeah.
breaking through the fourth wall. What the hell is going on?
I don't
out
know
here?
what the fourth wall is.
Dude, it's a podcast. That's all you do is break the fourth wall. You're talking to the camera. What else are you doing but breaking the fourth wall?
right. So right now, so what we just heard, guys, is they're talking about the nutrient.
nutritional value of alcohol.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So let's keep going.
Yeah.
Fucking nuts.
People often think alcohol, cirrhosis of the liver. That's only if you drink quite a bit for a long time. Now, if you are impaired in your judgment from over imbibing and then you get in a car accident, obviously that has negative health effects, but we're talking about something, we're not talking about the same type of effect, like the thing itself is causing this particular effect. So we're
to that point, I just
Yep.
want to give the example of the guy that did the monastic Lenten beer fast that lost like 30 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
After following the monastic ration of beer,
okay.
Which is of course a very particular kind of Belgian beer, right? That is exactly as you're suggesting, nutritive and sufficed. So on the monastic fast,
Nutritive.
you abstain from food and go on a liquid diet on beer, basically.
feed you
anyway,
beer?
so it can be a healthy thing when done in moderation.
Yeah. And I think I've forgotten who, but it was
Just nuts.
an
didn't
abbot
say-
of a
they skipped the
monastery
point.
in
Pause.
North.
Can we just break this down for a minute?
Go ahead. Let's everybody jump in.
This
Talk.
These two guys are both predators.
We got one
I like
guy.
the take, though, yeah.
The one guy looked happy as hell, soft, looked very light on his feet. Yeah. And then you got the other guy sweating his ass off like he just did an 8-ball or something.
Safe to say, no one's getting laid on that podcast.
Ain't
right?
nobody getting laid up
The
there.
devil's fire is near, brothers. The devil's fire is near.
Whoa.
Now be careful of your kids around them.
Right?
Man.
Right? Well, I mean, a few Belgians in, maybe their discretion's a little down.
All right. Yeah, let's go. There's more, guys. There's more.
That's
But
silly. It's silly.
all right, let's keep it going.
Western Europe during the late 19th, early 20th century, who had like a particularly weak stomach and I think was on that fast for any number of years. So a great spiritual author, maybe Blessed Columba Marmion, he looks at the man at the controls who nods. So some of these great spiritual works were produced under the, well, not the influence in the negative sense, but were fueled by beer and beer alone. I mean, in the grace of God. But okay.
The grace of
so
God.
Other
Under the grace
things
of-
that I would.
That's the quiet
I
part
find
out loud. You don't say that part. Like, don't tell everybody they were drunk when they wrote it. Like, come on, man.
Shut the fuck up!
That's appropriate.
Yeah, there we go. All right, so let's do this, control room. I'm not done with this yet. Why don't we go to 2101 and then let it play through to 2330 because they talk about alcohol and courage and the goods of alcohol. You guys got to hear this shit. Go ahead. It's a red flag. Go ahead.
It's not
toes.
going up. And when you have something like decriminalization, which is, as I already alluded to, basically a nonsensical distinction from legalization. When you have something like decriminalization, you begin the erosion for the societal standard. I mean, we've seen this in marriage. Name any issue, right? You've already referenced abortion. But when we begin to give up, when we begin to look away from the goal, or from what the proper desired goods are for a society, you only see erosion. You only see a decrease in social mores. So for me, I have a lot of objections to even decriminalization, because I think it initiates a slippery slope that's going to continue to eat away at general social expectations.
Pause.
Yeah, what you said there, it has me
What
think.
is he even talking about?
He's trying to explain why he's not for any type of deregulation or decriminalization. Right. And I don't know where the spot is, but this is the same guy who goes, alcohol has a very important part in the Catholic faith. And it's, listen, go to 2330 and play it from 2330. Some of this shit's nuts. Play it there.
From the day. So I think that release of tension is at play, which is one of the things that people desire.
Yeah. Apropos those two comments, but then kind of pursuing it further, I also think of alcohol consumption, or I associate alcohol consumption with a kind of courage. You think about the man at the party who is inhibited from asking the woman whom he is interested in to go on a date because he's all bound up in himself. But after a drink or two, he finds in himself the courage.
Pause.
So what do you have to say about this, Val?
If a man approached me drunk to talk to me, no. What are you saying? What are you doing?
Listen.
Like, sir,
Strike
go home.
and
So he's
find a job, find a career, something. Oh my goodness.
So they're trying to justify the fact that you might be uptight a little bit, you might lack courage. But let me say, suggesting to drink poison doesn't seem to be very.
Just even suggesting like, hey, it's okay to get messed up to overcome your inhibitions, but not that way. Like you just said, you're getting. I don't know if I can effed up. I don't know if you can curse.
You can curse.
It's okay.
If you get fucked up, then yeah, you could do whatever you want. But don't do drugs, though. What do you mean?
It's okay to get drunk and hit on women. That's fine.
What? Get out of here.
That's
man.
what they're saying.
It's nuts.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, it's just like he's just basically saying, if you don't have a personality, just give yourself a personality and then just walk up to this girl with this fake personality. And then
That's
when
why
you're
I
sober,
say
you're like,
don't
who
work
are
on
you?
yourself.
This is why I
don't
said
build yourself.
This is why I said nobody on this podcast is getting laid, because they're not doing the right things.
No, not at all. No.
Well, they're also probably monks, so that might inhibit it.
They
too.
look like monks.
And the one guy, you see how he's kept looking up in the air when he's talking?
Oh yeah, the tell.
I mean, what they got, like a dick hanging from his head or something?
No, that's the tell. That's a lie.
All right, so let's do this. One more. We'll put one more clip up. Go to 2641, and we'll listen to this for one more second.
Deal, and to say that this is the goal, and to not back down from that, and to find new and clearer ways to articulate it.
Yeah. I have one kind of like wrap-up thought on that point, and then we can transition to a final segment. The wrap-up thought is that I think in order to grasp this argument, you need to have a little bit of purchase on history and tradition.
Right.
I live with the man, the last place where I was assigned, who is French, and who made the argument that the vines were planted in southern France in anticipation of the Lord's coming, so that he could make best use of them for the institution of the sacrament of his blood. But there's, while he was being a little bit self-consciously precious, I think that there's a sense to it. Like, as Christians, we look to the history of the church's life as providential, and that there's, like, God takes to hand the things that he intends to use for a plan of redemption.
All right, we're done with
And I think we
this.
can say that about one.
All right, so the point is they're hypocrites, and they prefer to drink poison over medicine.
It's mental gymnastics.
Yeah,
for
they
sure.
didn't make a strong point here.
They didn't make a strong point. So, I listen, at the end of the day, I hope the new pope does great, right? We always hope the well for everybody, but I don't think there's any chance that they're going to support weed in the Roman Catholic Church.
Well, guess what?
What?
They're not going to stop us. Shit, I don't care what their view is.
Right on, my man.
You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you.
All right.
I feel you. All right, let's turn the table to let's turn the table to Atlantic City. Johnny, we were at Champs last year, my friend, and we were kind of shocked because, and you were there too.
Yeah.
So the three of us, three at this table, were here last year. We went there and we were a bit shocked to see that all the big money in the show wasn't kind of the way it used to be. It's kind of like a whole new thing going on, and there's a whole new sheriff in town. So tell us what did you see? How was the show for you? What did we miss?
It's definitely changed over the last few years. It's a lot more of this like synthetic. I don't even know, Delta 8, THCA.
Yeah.
Right.
Same road.
I know
as
we got a
last
little
year.
we got a little delay here on the little delay, so it's kind of weird talking to you. This new stuff like 7-oxy, I think it's 7-oxy hydro something, and that's like a really popular supplement that they're selling now.
Okay.
What is
But
it?
it's the big. It's like a painkiller or like some synthetic form of kratom, I think.
It sounds weird,
shit.
man.
But
Synthetic
it's really
kratom.
popular.
Is it really? Huh?
Something. I'm not really sure, but it's definitely something weird. But people say it works, and they claim it's non-addictive and safer than opioids. I've never tried it, so I don't know. But
Safer than
selling a lot of
opioids.
it.
It's a weird stretch to make. Like, why are you?
So it's and how do you get synthetic kratom? Where does that how does that happen? You don't even know. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Yeah, neither
No
do
idea.
I. So how was
it's just like legal designer drugs now.
Yeah. So how was the show for you? Was it worth your time coming to AC or?
Yeah, it was
you can
cool.
tell
It
the
was
truth.
my first time in Atlantic City.
That's a hell of a
it was
wake up call.
definitely different than it was definitely different than I was expecting. That's for sure. I had Boardwalk Empire pictured in my head. When I got here, and it was definitely not like that.
And it turned out to be not so much Boardwalk Empire. Empire.
Not at all.
Not at all.
No, it's like a ghost town. It's really weird.
Yeah,
I was totally not expecting this.
yeah, it's lost its sparkle.
Atlantic City is weird. It's a strange place.
It is, man. It's almost like when you're there, you're like, man, it's like you almost feel like you shouldn't be there. Like,
It's like being in a mall after closing. It's like,
yeah.
what's going on?
Literally.
Or it just feels like it feels like it's 30 years earlier or something, and nothing fucking changed.
Well,
And
it seems like the apocalypse. Everything is closing on Boardwalk. You take a walk down. Walk down for 2 miles. There's like 5 stores open.
That's why
yeah,
you gotta go to the Hard Rock.
Yeah,
You gotta
exactly.
check the Hard Rock.
The Hard
24
Rock is
hours.
happening.
You can buy
beach bar.
You're right in front of the beach. Yeah, the beach bar.
you could buy Lucy's.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
you could buy Lucy's.
Maybe we need to do a beach bar show.
Take notes,
Yeah.
Johnny. Take notes.
I think
I mean, look at the upholstery on my chair here.
I was saying earlier that man is in a
Yeah, that's
hotel.
when
Leftover
Oh,
carpet.
yeah.
no shit, Johnny. Because when you stood up, I'm like, they're going, where is he? Atlantic City. I'm like, look at the fucking chair.
Yeah, he's in
Literally,
Atlantic City.
Yeah,
for sure.
Fucking La La Land.
Did you make your way over to High Roller?
So,
did
but-
you get to
No,
see? Okay.
Yeah, High Roller's the place to
But
be.
we launched our new candle bongs.
Do you have one? Can you show us?
I don't have one with us. We sold out.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
sweet,
good.
sweet.
Hey.
So tell everybody what a candle bong is.
We took a glass 8-inch beaker and filled it with 20 ounces of wax and made a candle out of it. and when the wax burns down, it comes with a down stem and a bowl, so it's a regular glass bong that you can use after it's candle.
Oh, nice.
It's called the bongle.
The bongle?
Oh, snap. I love it.
I love that. I need one of those.
Sounds a little
creative.
dirty at the same time. I don't
It's
know.
almost like, you know what it reminded me as he's describing it, like a Tootsie Pop, like when you get to the end and you get the fucking Tootsie Roll.
The Tootsie Pop, yeah.
So when you get
that's
to the
deep.
end of the candle, you get a functional bong.
That's some deep shit, man. How'd you think of that?
That's genius.
Johnny's a genius.
Just keep evolving, don't you?
We released 4 new models of the Digger one-hitter this week.
Ooh,
Wow.
Here, I'll show you.
Yeah.
let's see it. Oh, that's
Oh, is that the one with the? It's got the
Kind of
screw
like
tip on
a
the top,
hydro
right?
dip.
Oh.
pull it over more.
It's an
Pull it to
injector.
pull it to your right.
An injector.
Oh.
How's the injector work? What do you mean?
It pushes the ash out.
Oh, it
What?
gets the ash
okay.
out. Is that what you're talking
that
about?
makes life so much easier.
Then it kind of made a fancy wood tip one.
Oh,
I love that. I got wood stuff everywhere. I love it.
Oh shit, we need these at the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
What else? Yep. I made like the OG cigarette one. Ejector.
There
Right.
you go, the classic.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
So I did not know there was a new ejector, and I think like if there's one issue where you don't have to tap it all the time to get the ash
You're
out,
nailing
that
it.
was the issue.
Yeah.
You might have made something that was
Yeah.
almost. You might have made something that was almost perfect. Perfect.
The mousetrap. You improved the mousetrap.
Yeah.
This will fix it.
I'm sure it will. So yeah, send one over, brother. Send one over. We got to test that out.
Yeah, we need a
Dude, I
pass
can't
up.
get any right now. This whole trade war thing's really fucking up my program.
Wow. Good.
Yeah.
Wow. So how's that affect you?
You are fake news.
How bad is it?
Everything I make is over there, so it's pretty affecting.
Oh,
Man.
yeah. I guess that makes sense.
This is horrible.
Yeah, but it'll be solved soon. I
It
know
will be solved. It will be solved soon, because this is just it's just posturing. He's going to get it. He's already got a deal with the UK done. Are you proud? Are you happy with that?
Well, you know.
Did you review that yet?
Well, no, I haven't.
You are fake
It's
news.
good. It's good news.
Yeah. Well, listen. I think it is good news. At the end of the day, these tariffs are bringing countries to the table to negotiate. And last time I checked, they weren't lining up to negotiate with Biden.
I mean,
so-
but what are they negotiating? You know.
well, we're going to find out.
It's not in your interest. I'll
Who's
tell you that.
benefiting?
Yeah, it's not in your
Well,
interest.
I mean,
yeah.
listen. I don't know. I don't know who read the UK one that they just announced, but it sounded to me that it was beneficial on both sides. It was a strong
Well-
deal that both parties liked.
That's how they sold it.
That's what I heard.
Right. That's how they sold it. Let's see.
We'll see in a couple months. We'll
we'll
see.
see.
Yeah, but
You
you're
know.
not going to fucking read it. You don't give a fuck. You just want to talk about it.
No, I do. I do care.
All right. All right. All right.
Shit.
I mean, if you read a trade agreement, I'm going to be seriously impressed with you, bro.
I can read my goddamn receipt, and that bitch is high right now.
Bullshit.
Just wait.
right.
Just wait for another couple weeks. It's going to be really high if you can
Yeah.
even buy it at all.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's what they say. Look at the ports. Don't look at the stocks. Look at the ports. Right.
Well,
Yep.
I know a something about this, and I'm telling you, this will resolve itself like everything else does.
Right. He has to. You
Yeah.
can't keep it forever.
Yeah, it can. You can posture, and if people don't posture back, then you're kind of left hanging, aren't you?
And that's
Right, Val?
That's the way.
You left holding the coat. So Johnny, anything else that you want to tell us about what happened in?
No, not really, man. I just hope they move this show out of Atlantic City to some other spot. That would be nice.
I think it should go to Philly.
I mean,
You know, Philly would be a great location. For
Philly,
that.
you'd have people like it's abandoned. Like last year, it was abandoned when you went there.
And
It's
they
weird.
can't use the excuse about recreational because A, it's probably going to happen by then, but B,
It's close.
recreational wasn't in place for all the years that Atlantic City hosted champs. And
Right.
so that shouldn't be a precondition. It's been in Atlantic City for years.
That's the point.
So
They're having the first one in Austin, Texas this year. That'll be good.
yeah, that was
Ooh.
interesting.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah. So they do Michigan, they do Denver. They've moved it. And there's,
Austin is like kind of a push forward though. Like Texas is not really.
they're
there
not
for
down
it.
with the weed.
You know what? Maybe go down to the Austin, Texas show and then catch a Cowboys game
They're
after.
begging for us to come there.
Yeah. Texas, Austin is.
Maybe they should have it at the Texas
whole state of
Stadium. man.
Texas.
That can hold everybody.
Here we go.
Yep, my
Yeah.
man be back.
But
too.
I mean, listen, I wonder if they're going to have an issue there because they love prosecuting for weed in Texas, man. They really do.
Yeah, that is. You know what?
You'd be amazed at how many smoke shops are in the state of Texas.
Yeah,
it's
really.
one of the most one of the biggest states for smoke shops, and they're pretty red state and anti-weed. But
Well,
I think they're
but-
going to be getting. I think it's going to get there soon.
But they're smoking hemp THC, right? In Texas,
Yeah, a lot of that shit.
A lot of it is, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they got it. That's how they're doing it there.
Right.
But listen, if that's
Well,
all
no,
you
they
got,
buy all of Oklahoma's weed.
yeah. Well, on the black
Run to the border.
on the black market, yeah. Yeah, Oklahoma is. I mean, you did a story
Yeah,
a
we
fucking
covered that.
year ago already, and
it's
it's gotten worse
It's
since
gotten
then.
worse.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of Chinese like are farming in Oklahoma.
yeah, there's some
Yeah.
shit going down
Oh
in
yeah,
Oklahoma.
the weed is bad in Oklahoma. Or?
It's
No,
not bad.
They just
The
gave
pu-
away the land like it was nothing. So a lot of illegal farmers are there, and they're shipping their stuff out everywhere. The
Yeah.
Chinese they set up shop there, and they're selling it to us.
There's over 7,000 licensed growers in Oklahoma.
Yeah, there's a surplus.
Wow.
There's a serious
wow.
surplus
Well,
of
that
weed
was
in Oklahoma.
short.
It's the
Excited.
Wild West. It's the Wild West, man.
Yeah.
Amazing. What are the fees? They're collecting those fees, huh?
Cheap.
That's why, because it's so cheap. Like that, and they'll just give it away for nothing, man.
This
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah.
You can open up a shop. You can open up a shop and get a license back there for like under 20 grand.
It's crazy.
Shoot.
Like go to
Arizona,
California, you know?
where I'm from, the license that we had sold for 19 million.
Damn.
Wow.
19 million.
Just for the license.
And is the value going up or down since in your estimation?
When we sold, it was about as high as it got. But
Yeah.
since then, I think it's come down, and a lot of the licenses were purchased by like the companies like Curaleaf and True Leave. So there's 8 of each shop in Phoenix.
So the heyday, like you can almost say the heyday's kind of over in a way, right? In a way, I was this young lady here gave me a magazine. You gave me a magazine today.
The Time magazine.
So
yeah.
and you said, Phil, look what I had. You gave me the magazine,
Yeah.
so I'm checking it out, and I'm looking at this, and I'm going, when the fuck is this magazine from? So I start looking at the date on the front. It's from 2017, and Johnny, 2017. I'm thinking of all these pictures at the fests and all those things, and it just doesn't seem like it is like it was. That seemed to be kind of the heyday, really, almost.
That was the publication back in the day. High Times. Oh my goodness.
Man,
Yes.
I think the heyday was like, I mean, the Amsterdam days were great, but like the first couple of years that they brought the High Times Cup to Denver, I think that was the most fun time in the 20-something years I've been in the scene. That was the most fun time, I think.
Yeah, I mean, listen, listen. If you guys don't know, none of this probably would be happening without Johnny. He was very influential with me, and we did some work together. He invited me to some shows. I got a chance to see what was going on. We told the story before. It was kind of cool the way it all shook out. But yeah, it's just very interesting to see not the changes, but how fast that they're happening.
In like the world of like
Cannabis,
Yeah,
in the early stages and what's still considered a young industry.
right.
But it's wild how fast it moves.
big changes. I mean, it used to be guys who, you had to live as an outlaw for most of your life, and then it became legal. And, a lot of these guys couldn't handle doing legal business, so it pushed them out and brought the Chads in. The investor, the quality of weed is nothing like it used to be when the OGs were kind of running things. Now it's just a commodity, and it's kind of sad, but it's what's happened.
Commercialized.
It is.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the legal market. That's a legal market right there. Yeah, that's what it does. Yeah.
But man, it used to be just so fun.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta tell you, man, there's mansion parties, bro. Fucking mansion parties, all that shit. So, I don't know, maybe we can bring some of that back. I want to see some of it back. And listen, I haven't taken Todd to his first mansion party yet, so
no, I haven't been, man.
We can't be done with mansion parties or dab castles or what. Remember Dab Castle, Johnny? Dab Castle, baby.
Can we go by the Playboy Mansion too?
Why not?
Let's start with that.
Why not?
Man, we were.
Yes! Here we go.
We rented the Playboy suite at the Palms one time for a party, the Hugh Hefner suite. It was unbelievable.
Oh, wow.
You get the robe and everything.
We used to throw some big parties in Vegas.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And then I was proudly standing next to Johnny when No Goo Nonstick was broadcasted in this big light on the side of the Palm. It was the Palm, right?
Yep. That was cool.
That was
great.
cool. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I know Johnny. This is my buddy.
Yeah, I'm part of it.
I was marking up. So, all right, Johnny. Well, listen, this is what we're going to do. We have a segment that we're going to do for 20 weed names and terminology that should not be in existence. So we're going to go through that. We're going to go through that list. We're going to take a quick commercial after that. We're going to come back, and I want to reintroduce Steve here because Steve is bringing a regular segment to our show on Thursdays. Sometimes he'll be in the studio. Sometimes he'll be on the screen.
Chat.
It doesn't matter. His presence is just welcomed here. I'm so thrilled. He's got the Cough Country News shirt on.
Yeah.
Mark
There
out.
you go.
Hell yeah. So we got a
living legend
we got
in the house.
We got a special intro for the segment, but I will tell you, Steve, it will get better and better and better. Like this is version 0.1.
Right.
Okay? Version 0.1.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do this, guys. Let's control room. Let's pop up our bit. You can go full screen on it. Put us in a small block, as long as we're not blocking anything on there. And
I'm gonna jump off. I gotta get packing. I'm leaving tomorrow.
you got it, brother.
What you gonna do? Pack a bowl?
That too.
Yeah, my man.
All right, Johnny. Listen, thanks for joining us. Have a safe trip home. I'll be in touch, brother.
Thanks, man. See you guys.
You got it,
Bye.
man.
Take
Thanks,
care.
Johnny.
See you later, man.
Take care.
Bye bye.
All right, brother. All right, so that was nice of Johnny. Oh, Pope Smoke's back on.
Pope Smoke.
Johnny
Pope
B,
Smoke is
man.
always appropriate.
Johnny be a true legend.
I got to tell you, I love that shit right there.
Yeah, man, the conclave is still puffing, man. That's a hard process right there, get a new pope.
Right?
They couldn't wait to light that goddamn weed up.
Right on.
Literally.
All right, so our return monitor is acting up. All right, so yeah, take us off. So we are talking right now about the top 20. You can see it on yours or no?
Oh, my computer's dying.
Okay.
I got to see it right
You
here.
can see it
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
All right.
yeah, I got it.
So you can look on my screen, Val. Top 20 weed strain names that shouldn't exist. And shouldn't meaning should not.
Should not. So somebody said, hey, this shouldn't, this is stupid.
All right.
Essentially, right?
So what we're going to do is we're going to pop one up.
All right.
And then we'll talk about it. What do you
check.
think? What do you think? What do you think? All right. Go ahead. Let's see number one. Number one, unicorn barf. It is magical but violently vivid. And we'll start with Todd.
Unicorn barf.
Yes.
Absolutely fucking horrible.
So you
Unicorn barf.
Come on.
I'm not buying it. Don't want it. The fuck?
It's offensive.
So you believe it should not exist?
There's one caveat.
Oh yeah.
If it's some badass fucking weed, take
Well-
you to the next level, then I can live with the name.
Well, you don't know that right now. So you're just,
fuck the name. I don't want it.
All right, so it shouldn't exist.
Do not exist.
All right,
Bye.
Steve, what do you think?
So this is a strain name, right?
Pop it back up, please.
Like this is the name of a strain, or is this like a code name for this? This is code name for.
It's.
weed?
I believe it is a strain name.
Yeah, it sounds like a strain name. It sounds
Strain
like an
name.
awful strain name.
It's a strain name.
It's
That should
terrible.
not exist.
It's they're just trying to be like extra with it, like unicorn barf, man. Like no, that's awful name. I don't like it. I don't want it. No, get it out of here. That's dumb. It's
Magical,
dumb name.
but vividly violent. What kind of
All right.
shit is that?
Yeah, I'm a little offended. I'm a little
Vividly
offended
violent.
right now.
Fuck.
What the fuck? All right, Val, what do you think?
To me, it sounds like they're making the Girl Scouts other than cookies. Something other than cookies,
Oh.
or you bought it off Shein, and that's a hard no for me. If it has barf in it, I'm good. I'm going to take a pass.
There
Val,
you go.
all right, Val says hard no. Hard no for
Must go.
All right, hard no for Val.
Got it off Sheen.
Literally, free shipping.
Tiger milk, baby.
$3 off.
Yeah. All right,
Winning.
so here's my opinion on. So, I had my buddy sold they were edibles and they were called unicorn. What the fuck were they called? Unicorn poop.
Oh goodness.
And what they were was it was caramel
Okay.
with like runts, those little runt
Yeah,
candies
yeah,
all
yeah,
over
yeah.
the outside of it.
Uh-huh.
And they were like, I don't know, they were probably like $100 a piece. They were no joke.
Damn.
They were $100 a piece.
Okay.
So I don't love the name, but like it wasn't shocking to me because I've seen this for a while now. I've seen this unicorn poop.
Oh,
yeah.
the unicorn vibe.
How did it go over?
All
Yeah.
right. Well,
So,
you gotta
like,
get the kids in there, right?
Is it selling?
I guess
I
if they
don't know.
From the
if it
Girl
keeps getting new
Scouts.
names.
Is it enticing to you? How do you feel about
It's not by the name is not enticing.
it? Would you buy it?
Well, there's no such thing as unicorns, right?
Right.
All right. Well, well, so right off the fence, right out of the gate, it's not real. So it's like it can't be that offensive, right?
Well, it's just poop, man. I ain't.
Well,
you know.
unicorn poop is like a certain candy, so all right, that'll whatever. But like,
All right. So it shouldn't exist.
You stupid.
Yeah. Man.
All right.
I ain't-
All
I
right.
ain't
Now,
trying
let's
to
go to.
drop no poop.
All right. Let's go to number 2. Hey, you know what? Just put this. Why don't you put this on the big screen? Make it easy for you. There you go. You can put it on this big screen back here too if you want. I don't care. Anyway, Alaskan Thunderfuck. Now that's a strain that we did on Strains of Yesterday. People love this. People love Alaskan Thunderfuck. I guess I'll start this time and we'll go back around the other way. I like the name, and I do think it should exist.
I fucking love it. I think it's just like you're going to get hit with it. It's going to hit you.
I think it's a great name, and the strain came out in like the '80s, and it's such an '80 metal name.
It
like,
is. It is.
Alaskan Thunderfuck. Are you kidding me?
And it's
Absolutely.
historical. But on the slide, what did they write on the slide again? They wrote sounds like a weather emergency and an assault charge.
Yeah.
Well,
it's a badass name.
It's
Kinda
a good
does.
name.
It doesn't
that
it?
makes
Yeah.
you like fucking with, and it's not a bad strain actually. I think it's sativa.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
it was a cross. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
one of the first hybrids.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
So we
badass
all four
name.
of us believe it should.
That's a win.
Yeah.
So the
Rock
list
on,
is
Thunderfuck.
wrong. They say it shouldn't exist. We
Oh,
say
yeah.
it
Right, we
should.
say
They're
it
wrong.
should.
They're wrong.
Right. Okay.
100%.
There we go. That's why I did that. All right. Next one. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Alien. And it says, bro, pick a name.
Bro, pick a theme.
Literally.
Bro, pick a thing. Yeah, crouching tiger hitting. It's a lot going on. That's reaching.
It's stupid.
That's fucking reaching, man.
That's too much. I won't remember.
I love the
Sure.
passion.
Yeah, you know what I mean, dude. Come on, man.
Yeah, I think it should not exist.
That's what you call fucking doing.
Oh, did I
that's
go out?
doing too much right there.
All right, Steve.
No, yeah, don't name it after a movie. It's too topical.
Is that
like
okay.
Oh, Crouching Tiger, Hidden
Yeah.
Dragon. Like
Yeah, that
it's
shit
too
corny,
topical. I'm gonna forget about that. Like I'm gonna smoke this in a year, but I'm not gonna remember the damn movie in a year. Like
Yeah, that shit
nah,
corny, man.
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah,
it.
it's corny.
There's no way I'll even remember that name. There's no way I'll short-term memory loss.
Val brought it. She's bringing the straight up honesty tonight. Good for you. And that's why it should be eliminated.
We'll pass on this one.
All right, next one.
We heard the word, Val. We heard you.
Next one. You read it.
Cat piss.
Oh, I heard this one.
It's real strain, zero mystery, why it's unpopular. Cat piss.
What do you think?
I don't like cat piss. It's not appealing.
Okay. Steve?
I'm actually for this one. I think this is the limit of how, like the other one was too much. I think this is the limit of how much you can get like that. Of like cat piss. Yeah.
You might be right. Let's get some cat piss, man.
And I think that's like the edge of how weird I think it can get. But that would suggest it better be a heavy strain.
And that's
yeah.
All right. Well, I'll say what I'm going to let Val go
or
first.
At least stinky.
But then I'll tell you what I think afterwards.
So I heard in a song once, and I was like, okay, like they just said that because it smells. And then my friend was like, that's just fucking weird. And I was like, I thought about it for a second. I'm like, all right, I think you're right. That is a little weird. But I'm like, that means it's strong, though.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. You can't get rid of the smell of cat piss.
Yeah.
So can't get the,
Two like minds and shit.
Yeah, so
over
I'm with you guys. I'm with you two. I hate cat piss. I hate it. I hate the fucking smell of cat piss. It's the worst thing in the world. But I think what they're trying to do is, I think they're trying to say, hey man, this shit smells strong like cat piss.
Yeah.
Should the name not exist? I could do without it.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
You
so-
try it.
But
You wouldn't wanna
I
call it
understand it. I could do without it.
If it rhymes
Okay,
in
so
a song, it works.
they're saying it should not exist, right? So
Yes.
you're saying, hey, since it's not as strong, yes, maybe it shouldn't exist.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I understand why they would call something cat piss. I'm just not like, you know,
So
I'm
I
not
guess
gonna.
we can go with it.
I'm not gonna call you on the phone and tell you how excited I am that I just got some cat piss.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah,
no.
man. You know what? Just tell me you got some good weed or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe in
Yeah.
a text.
That's all
Yeah.
I need.
Yeah, you feel me?
You got any sales? That's it.
All right, let's do the next one. All right,
You want to do this one, Val?
I love this one. Putang pie?
Poontang pie.
Hell yeah.
Tell us why you like it.
I don't know. It just sounds lit to me. I just love the word. I think I would say that all the time. Like putang.
Take five.
Well, the description under says sounds like dessert at a strip club buffet.
It does.
Well, you know what? I want dessert at a strip club.
Right, because
Okay.
you fucking go to get steaks there all the time.
Well, you know what? I like the name.
Yeah, go ahead, Steve.
I'm into the name too. I think it rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
But,
Who's going to not want to go get some poutine
Yeah,
pie?
yeah. I think it's a good one. I'm down.
You feel
I'm
me?
down with it.
In fact, I'll take two.
What do you think, Val?
I love it. Like,
You love? Oh,
I
yeah, that's right. You
think
said the
it's
name.
catchy,
Hey,
yeah.
Mary Jane, what do you think of the strain name Poontang Pie?
Putang Pie is definitely one of those names that catches your attention. It's playful and a bit cheeky, which fits right into the fun and creative vibe of cannabis culture. Definitely not a name you'd forget anytime soon.
Thank you, Mary Jane, and I agree with her. Like, I like the name. I think it should exist. Look at that Poontang Pie on the big screen.
Playful
Mary
and a
Jane
bit
hit
cheeky.
that right on the head.
It actually looks better there than it does anywhere else. It
does. Looks very good.
Yeah, it looks really good there. So I say it should exist.
I'm into it. Yeah.
That may be like a weed / edible.
All right, so we're all agreeing for the most part.
Maybe not an edible.
For the most part, we're agreeing, right?
Yeah, I think so. A little divided, but I think we're there.
All right.
Where can we get some poontang pie?
Well, I'll tell you later. Why don't we go to the next one? Meat breath.
Sound like something you would smoke, Phil.
Right. After you read me a book.
Yeah.
So, man, what do I think about meat breath? I never heard of it before.
I never have either.
I mean, it's not all that appealing.
I'm gonna tell you, man, that shit sound a little queer to me, man. I don't want to see a motherfucker got meat breath.
Yeah.
You had meat in
Oh,
the meat
Now
in the
that
mouth.
now that you said it like that,
Meat
I don't,
in the mouth.
It shouldn't exist. It shouldn't exist.
It's a queer motherfucker came up with this name.
Yeah.
You believe
No,
that?
it's reaching. It's I don't know. It doesn't really have a rhythm to it. you
Yeah, it's
know?
kind of like the odd man out.
Yeah, it's like dum dum.
Just stick with motor breath.
Yeah, that's.
And if you're a dispensary and you have meat breath, you're probably giving a discount out first on that one
yeah,
to get, just to
Right.
get rid of
just
it.
like and it comes with a free ounce of meat bread.
Just to get rid of the
If
meat
a
breath.
motherfucker asks me if I want some meat breath, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Gotta go.
All right, next. What the hell does that say?
Stankosaurus Rex.
I like that name, man.
Stankosaurus
all right.
Rex.
It's like a gladiator name.
Yeah, it's a gladiator name. It's a dinosaur name. It's
It's fun.
it's whatever name you want to call yourself in your little pillow fort. But yeah, I'm into
It
it.
says for when your weed smells prehistoric.
Stankosaurus Rex, bro.
I don't know if I need my
Yo,
weed to smell prehistoric.
No, but you
brother.
know, if it smells like some fucking skunk, which is prehistoric now,
Then you're down.
I'll take it.
All right. All right.
Stankosaurus. That's a win.
That's a
All right.
positive.
Next.
Swifty
Biscuit.
Biscuit.
Have you heard of this?
I just love it because it's Rick and Morty energy.
All right, tell us.
Rick and
All
Morty
right, tell
energy.
us. Go ahead, tell
I
us.
just love the Rick and Morty energy.
And that's
Anything
it?
Rick and Morty,
It's over.
It's sold.
Sold.
All right.
Swifty.
But your grandma shouldn't hear you say it.
Yeah, I actually kind of dig the name too. I'm cool with it.
Swifty Biscuit. Yeah, that's a good one.
Look, grandmom lost all her senses. You can smoke that shit, she won't even know.
But I'm
Right
hoping,
on.
I'm hoping that it has like a twist to it. Like you think you're getting one thing and then you get something else.
Yeah.
Swifty
Swifty
biscuit,
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that. It's fun.
right? Yeah. All right, we're down with that. Keep it. We're not getting rid of that name. We like it. Next.
Oh no! Oh,
Are we going there?
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Why?
Grandma's
hard
panties.
pass.
I think that name could go away.
Just
So wait a minute. Let's think about this for a minute.
okay.
Grandma's panties. They gonna be big. And they gonna be wet.
Mary Jane, have you ever heard?
wet.
Have you ever heard of a strain called Grandma's Panties?
I wasn't thinking about them being wet.
Man, they wet bloomers, man. I don't want that shit.
Oh.
No, we're gonna take an L on that one, man. That's a sick motherfucker that came up with that name.
Yeah.
Grandma's panties. Come on. Ugh.
Mary Jane, what do you think about the strain Grandma's Panties?
Grandma's Panties is one of those strain names that really makes you do a double take. It's definitely out there and designed to get a reaction, whether that's a laugh, a cringe, or pure curiosity. It's all part of the quirky and sometimes outrageous creativity in the cannabis world.
Is grandma wearing boy cut panties now?
Cowboy
Yeah.
cut. And she wearing a cowboy cut.
No, I'm saying.
That name's got to go. I think it shouldn't exist.
We've delved too far
But
into
you
it
know,
already. No.
grandmas are young nowadays.
You're fucked up, man.
You know, shit, grandma, I'm like, 38 now.
Oh,
Stupid.
All right, next. Gorilla Snot. There's sticky, and then there's disrespectful.
I like that. That
You
sounds
like-
tough.
Yeah,
like
that's
disrespectful. Yeah.
I kind of like it.
I kind of like it too.
Girl snot. I'm into it.
Fucking
Yeah.
nasty.
Girl
Sounds like a
snot.
rock
you
band type
All right,
shit.
we're keeping that one.
Girl
Next.
snot's a good one.
Yeah, we're keeping that one. Next. Todd Father, you got
Oh,
light something
Obama
up.
runs.
Obama run. You know this one. You know this one.
No, actually, yeah, I
You
did
said it
have this one.
familiarly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, I think I had this one. I had something called Obama something, and it was
Okay.
really good. It got me blasted. I'm not even gonna lie.
First-hand account.
And I'm pretty sure.
How
it's
is
just a
this
cartridge.
legal? Secret Service got to be side-eyeing dispensaries.
Oh, after
Obama runs.
Yeah, after he left office, he was probably like,
He's got to be proud of it.
I don't
yeah,
got shit to hide.
He's smoking some motherfucking weed
Yeah.
right now. You believe
Oh,
that?
yeah, we
living
already
life.
talked
Yeah, we
about
went through that.
Yeah.
Oh, he walked out the door.
Fuck right the fuck
Exactly.
up.
They say he's getting a divorce.
No, really?
Well, that's rumors.
Never know. All right, next.
Well, he's gonna be smoking that.
Listen, I don't have a problem with Obama runs. Peanut butter roadkill. Wow.
Okay.
I don't get it, but I'm into it.
I don't get it
I'll
either,
take it.
but it
Yeah.
sounds kind of all right.
It's one of those random ones that let's throw words at it, you know?
Yeah.
But what they say? You just made this up. You tell us you made this up. That's some made up shit right there.
Hold on a
Yeah,
second.
just
Hold on a
random
second.
word jumble.
Yeah.
Control room. Yeah. Control room says it sounds like a Rocky Road situation.
Yeah,
Hit
yeah.
that on the head.
Right. Next. Sweaty Yeti.
Sweaty Yeti.
I mean, Yetis are popular nowadays.
It's got the rhyming thing.
You know, I'm gonna say no.
I'ma say no.
Fuck that. Then we ain't got to legitimize Yeti like that. Now you're making too much. You got a fucking $500 goddamn
Fuck you
cooler.
too.
You can't get the name of a fucking weed to fuck
Fuck
that.
you too.
All right, Mr. Todd. That
Okay.
that got him awake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
I
shit.
say it shouldn't exist. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, man, fuck that shit.
I'm
That
about it. I'm
You like
saying
it?
I'm giving it a thumbs
All right,
up.
all right.
I'm giving it
Yeah.
okay.
Thumbs up for Steve.
I
All
like
right,
it.
maybe we on the beach or something. You know what I mean?
Next, number 14, pig whistle. What's blowing the whistle, bro?
Pig whistle.
What?
I'm gonna say.
What do you think?
Oh, I might get in trouble for this.
What?
I was gonna say. Nah, I don't know if I'm gonna say this. Pig whistle.
Be careful.
If you got a pig whistle, what you looking for?
All right, we're not going.
I'm
there.
setting you up right there. Come on.
Brother. Are we not going there?
All right, I'm be good. I'm be good right now.
I say it doesn't need to exist. I'm not that. I mean, I don't even know what it means. Like, I don't get it.
I don't need a pig whistle. That's the last damn thing I need.
I just feel like a fat chick's gonna come running or something.
But see, I ain't want to go there.
Is that what you were gonna say?
I ain't want to go there.
See, and then look at me.
See, there, you bad. Fuck. You bad, boy.
Somebody's a gentleman here.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
That's
you
like
know what?
something you call a girl when you get in a fight with, that she's big and she's
pig
already
whistle.
Yeah.
No response to that one.
Yeah.
Shut up, you pig whistle.
You know what I'm saying? Damn, that'd be fucked up. Now,
Oh shit.
but you never know. Nowadays, these pigs on the Ozempic.
That's
Oh
true.
shit! All right, next. Next, I gotta stop it somewhere. Donkey butter. I like that. Nope. Hard pass. Extra napkins. Fuck yeah, I like that.
Donkey butter.
Hell yeah, I'm buying donkey
That
butter
sounds
for
like
sure.
you get your fries.
Yeah.
Hard pass, extra nap.
Donkey butter gonna knock you out.
Donkey butter. You like it?
What?
You like that?
I like that name. Yeah, donkey butter.
You like that?
Yeah, I fuck with it.
You like that?
Yeah, I like it. I
Yeah.
like it.
You don't know.
You got some donkey butter?
I don't have any donkey butter. It just exists in my imagination right now.
So we're going to get some of this weed in this thing here in this countdown.
All right, we're gonna get one of them,
We're gonna get one or two of them.
We
and
gotta
then
test all of
and
them.
then we'll bring it as the strain.
Strain of the
day.
yeah, strain
Test
of
out
the
some
day. We'll
donkey
check it
butter.
out.
All right, we got a strain of the day tonight too, guys. We'll tell you in a minute. All right, number 16. Damn.
Flapjack Widowmaker.
You know what?
I'm down. With
I'm
it.
down with that. First of all, I like when people call pancakes flapjacks to start with. I think that's kind of cool for some reason. I don't know. I don't know
I don't
why.
call them
I
that. Is
haven't
that a
heard that
regional thing?
forever.
We don't say flapjacks.
We don't
around
say
here,
it,
do we?
but you know what it means. You know
yeah,
flapjacks.
we know what it means.
You know it's a pancake. And then Widowmaker. So it's like a pancake Widowmaker. Sounds like a murder weapon at an
Yeah,
IHOP.
that
I don't
sounds
know. I
like
think
a
it's
kill-
dope.
That sounds like kill your wife.
I
Hide
like
your
the
kids, hide
Widowmaker.
your wife.
Yeah.
It sounds
Widowmaker.
like when you were a kid and you picked out wrestling names, like pick the first thing you ate today. and the next-
Literally.
it's be like, yeah, my wrestling name is Flapjack Widowmaker.
Yeah, and that would make a good weed name or a gladiator name.
That's
Yeah.
a win. That's a win.
Last thing you ate, last thing
Better
you
than
did.
Mr. Todd.
It's funky
That's a
enough.
win.
I
All
like it.
right. All right, next. Oh, I love
Oh, yes.
it. No, I love that.
That's a win.
Round of applause.
Yeah.
for
That's a
this.
win.
That
I love
name's
this
got to
song.
stay.
Smooth ass Sinatra.
They even
I
admit
would,
it. Look
I
at
would
that.
like
They
to
even
be
admit it.
called that myself.
Yeah.
You would like to be Dank Sinatra?
Yeah, I would like to be
We'll call
called
you that.
All right, I'm Dank Sinatra.
Yeah,
guys.
there you
Dank
go.
Everybody,
Sinatra.
There
Dank
you
in the
go.
house.
Yeah.
Dank
There
in
you
the
go.
house.
All right.
Dank in the house.
Right on. Next. Ooh.
Moldy Fruit Loops.
Shouldn't exist.
They could leave the moldy out.
You don't want to hear mold when you're talking about cannabis.
No,
You just
Yeah.
don't.
No, you don't.
I don't think you fuck around there.
Nah.
That's not it. That's
Listen, Not even Toucan Sam will fly near this.
That's right.
Yeah, that's fuck that.
Yeah.
And I love Fruit Loops too. That's my shit.
You know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I like Fruit
You know what I'm
Loops too,
saying?
man.
I'm getting a fucking box of them all, man.
You like when it's at the end and it's got
with the sugar in the
Yeah.
motherfucking
Crumbles in
bottom.
there.
Ooh.
Pour that in the milk.
Yeah.
Sweet
You
is
look
good.
forward to that the last bowl
Hell
is the
yeah.
best bowl.
Oh, damn.
Right on. All right, so we're all
Yeah,
negative
that's a
on
hard
this.
no.
This
A hard
needs
pass.
it needs to go away.
No more.
Next.
Oh hell no.
Booty Sweat OG. I
Yeah.
kind of like it.
You do? I think I'm on a hell no on this one too.
Booty Sweat.
It's a reference to what's the movie? The
Tropic
Thunder.
Okay.
I didn't like the other movie reference, but I kind of like this one. I don't know why.
Booty Sweat.
It's irrational.
Yeah, they're killing it in the control room because sometimes we can't read things properly, and they tell us what it says, and then they tell us what reference things are. We're lucky.
That's yeah. We need it. We need the eye in the
That's
sky.
true.
Thanks, Rai.
Yeah,
All right. So I'm
That's
definitely
that's AI.
right. And it's not AI. It's a fucking human being. Do you-
No, he's better than AI.
right? Do you know? We're not into this one, right?
Well, I like Booty Sweat.
I'm giving it a pass, but I don't know why. I feel like I shouldn't.
All right, Val and I are hell no. You guys are yes. So this was
Yeah.
split. Interesting. All right, number 20. I don't know if this is the last one or we got maybe one more. This might be the last one. Sasquatch toe. So it's a play on camel toe, right? Or it's a
Is it?
Is it?
Is that where they're
Where-
going? I didn't get that
You didn't
either.
get that?
Isn't it like Sasquatch men though? Like that's a male.
Yeah,
It's, a
It's
male.
an 8.
To me, I'm thinking of a big
Yeah,
ass monster fucking toe.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
Oh,
I don't
you're
think
not
No,
thinking. You're not thinking camel toe.
No,
No.
what you think?
I
of
was not
moose
thinking camel
nook
toe.
or some shit.
I
ain't.
Oops.
Look,
Oops.
yeah,
I'm okay with it.
Sasquatch toe.
I'm okay with it.
I was
not
okay
cool
with
with that.
Sasquatch.
You're not.
I'm not. Cool.
I just expect the buds to be big.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
that's probably what they are.
Yeah.
Like I'm cool. I had it. Sasquatch I like. Then it gets to toe, and I'm like I'm
Yeah.
dipping out. I'm like,
Yeah, that
give me
toe
Sasquatch
shit, though.
something else. Sasquatch
Nah, if it was
dreams or something. I don't know. Like Sasquatch
Alright.
toe. I don't know.
yeah,
All right.
I ain't playing no man.
Is this the last one, control room? All right, this is the last one. So, so here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to cue up a commercial. We're going to take a short break. When we come back from the break, we're going to do our new segment, Steve.
Let's do some news, man. Let's
Mama,
chat about
Do
some
you need
news.
to plug in or something?
I'm probably gonna plug in. Yeah, batteries.
All right,
but it's
because-
just a couple things.
Because because then we can pick up your screen from
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
you want to show us. We'll pick that up.
Yeah, I'll pick it up.
And so we'll do that segment, and then we'll probably drop off, go to Rumble. We have a strain of the day,
Nice.
and then or before then, Val has a really interesting way to process roaches, and you're going to show it to us, right?
Yeah.
I'm pumped.
Yeah, I'm pumped too. All right, we will be back right after this.
So many dispensaries have resorted to a bland, impersonal shopping experience, where you often don't even get to see a sample of the cannabis you're planning on purchasing before you buy it. If you're looking for that extra personal touch, come check out High Roller Dispensary in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Our staff are avid cannabis connoisseurs who are sure to help you find the strains that fit you best. Whether you're looking for premium flower, edibles, concentrates, or tinctures, we have you covered with over 100 different strains to choose from, all of which are able to be seen, smelled, and thoroughly examined in our elegant showroom. If you're in a rush, we offer a seamless online ordering system that allows for in-depth exploration of all that we have to offer. So whether you're a novice or a seasoned stoner, be sure to stop by High Roller Dispensary and we'll make sure you're floating on Cloud 9 by the time you leave.
Marijuana is huge.
Hey, I'm OG Ganja Goddess, and you're watching Cough Country TV. Peace.
This is Chef Marvin Jane, and you're watching Cough Country TV, live from New York.
Right around here, 15 inches, maybe if you're younger, you go up to 19 inches, you know? Yeah, you know, you already went the big age.
Sometimes a CIO might make commitments to a CEO that they just can't fulfill. And it's very hard to succeed in those environments. You really want to be able to set the expectation right up front.
How would you feel with no sex, no weed for a month or two? I'm going to be really angry.
I just feel sorry for Jake.
Yeah, Jake's going to get fucked up. Wow, this is Phil. Yeah, for this is all you. This is the Cough Country OG pink hoodie.
In terms of marijuana, I think it should happen.
Little, just enough time to run those ads and do a little promotion, and Steve get his plug, and Ty, I don't know what you were doing something. You seem busy over there. I know that.
Man, listen, you know, I'm over here getting things ready. You know what I'm saying?
Vibing.
We ready?
Hello, motherfucker.
That's my favorite.
There it is. I haven't hit you with that yet.
Hey, listen, let's change the weather here. You know, let's make it a little cloudy.
All right, we can do
You know,
that.
It's been a little bit too clear.
Yeah, we can do that.
There's
All
a
right.
storm front moving in.
All right, so let's do this. First of all, before we get started, control room, do you have a feed from Steve's laptop? All right, so Steve, you'll reinitiate that because they're not getting it. Probably when you shut it off, they lost the feed. So,
Okay.
So we'll do that. We'll do that. So let me explain what's going on, guys. So we have been working diligently, and it's been some months now that we're working on trying to find the right people to be on-air anchors for Cough Country News. Just to give you guys a history, Steve and I started the news many moons ago when we looked younger, both of us. You know, about, I guess it was like a year and a half or so ago, maybe going close to 2, we started the news back up. And in July, Steve had some other obligations, and he moved on. And so we're looking for some folks to do this. Steve and I have been talking, and, you know, Steve's always been a big fan of what we do here. We're a big fan of Steve, and any way we can have him here, we're super excited about doing it.
Yeah, I love being here, man.
And we love having you. So one of the things that we're going to do, because we do talk about news stories on our show, we've been doing, you know, you and I have been doing it since the beginning. So one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to roll a new segment where Steve's going to join us on Thursday nights, and he's going to join us for the late night show. And he's got stories that he's bringing. He's got news stories, cannabis news stories. Because Steve, with the news, what do you expect?
Right. I've been paying attention. You know,
Living legend.
Yeah, roll that audio. See if Steve remembers this real quick.
From the Cough Country News Desk, it's Steve with your cannabis news.
Right,
that's right there.
Yeah, and
right there,
if you could put the Cough Country News logo up on the big screen here in our room. Yeah, Steve. So we don't know what stories he's bringing, which I love. So there's no preparation.
Oh, right.
There's zero preparation. We're going to get hit as we get hit. They do have your screen, so whenever you want it, you just say, "Hey, can you put this up?" and they'll put that up. I think you might have rolled that a little too tight.
Oh yeah, I did.
He's got it. The control room has it. So whatever's on your screen, we can put it up when you want to put it up.
All right, whichever one that is.
There you go. Oh, there you go. Look at that, baby. I haven't seen that in a minute.
Oh man,
it's a good looking logo.
Look at that thing.
All right, so the segment is yours, Steve.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I mean, I've been like kind of paying attention to the news. I think it's an important thing, you know, just to kind of keep up to date on what's happening in the world. But I feel like I want it to be a conversation, you know, like Well, the news is kind of pointless unless it kind of spurs something. It like kind of
Right.
spurs a conversation, a talk. So just a couple of
You've brought that to the right place.
Yeah, right. That's a great place
what we
to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm kind of like starting off at home. So there's things that I've been seeing recently is that the Pennsylvania House of Representatives, and let me see if I got the right thing kind of pulled up here. So you should have I don't know what you got on my screen, but it should be this. What you got?
Yeah.
Something different.
It looks like Snoop Dogg in a bunny outfit. Is
Oh, that's I'm on the wrong one. I got you. Here we are. And how's that? Was that
Still Snoopy.
still Snoop Dogg? I don't. All right. Well,
no one else is seeing that except us in preview, so the surprise isn't gone, Steve. I want you to know that.
well, that's sweet. That's sweet. So whatever it is, I'm just gonna keep going and we'll figure it out. I probably messed it up, but so yeah, we're in Pennsylvania right now.
Correct.
News kind of going around is that the Pennsylvania House of Representatives kind of passed a bill kind of around recreational legalization. So we're kind of on the cusp of it, right?
Yep.
So it just kind of squeaked through the House, and the House is, for the first time in a long time, democratically led. But it kind of went along party lines. So it went through like 101 for, or 101 against, 102 for. So it's right down the middle, not by a lot. Now it's going to go to the Senate, which is Republican controlled, and a lot of people are saying it's probably going to be dead on arrival. So
do you know if the legislation? Well, we had Emily Kincaid, Representative Kincaid, in.
Okay.
She's the author of the last bill.
Oh.
She's also the author of the new bill.
Okay.
And we are working. Her and I talk. She does want to come in. We're just trying to schedule. It's a scheduling thing. Todd gets that.
Yeah.
And so he'll fix it. Let the Todd father.
I messed this up. I'm
Let the
sorry.
Todd.
I'm
Let
gonna
the
give
Todd
that
father
up.
fix
I'm gonna give that up.
All right. He's got your graphics, so we can go
Okay.
ahead. Yeah, so we can go ahead and put that up into production. Yeah, there you go.
There,
Steve.
Pennsylvania. Yeah, we got it.
There
We
you
got
go.
it. All right.
And so basically, what I was saying
Yeah.
is that my curiosity is it the same bill? We know it's not the same bill, not
Yeah.
technically the same bill, but often they take the language of one and
redo
carry it over. One of the things that we talked about a lot in that bill was no home grow. Is that still the case?
So what I looked at didn't really bring up any home grow at all, and I think that's super important. Like you got to have home grow for sure. You got to have home grow. This one, the big deal with this one is I'm sure it was a recycled bill, so I'm sure whatever was in before is in there.
What's now?
The big kind of addition that this one was, and usually I wouldn't even cover it because nothing's happened, nothing's probably going to happen. But the big deal is that they're actually proposing an entirely new way to kind of regulate legal or recreational marijuana that no other state has done, and that means signing it all over to the state. So just the way that Pennsylvania has state-run liquor stores, they would have state-run dispensaries.
Yeah, we talked about that, and I told her how against I am of that. That is a mistake and a half.
It's a lot of government involvement. Like there's
It
a
is.
lot of government involvement.
I don't like it.
It's a lot of people. It has a lot of people sketched, and that's why a lot.
I don't
of
like the whole
Republicans-
state store thing either.
The-
And I'll like it
yeah.
a lot less for weed. I can tell you that.
Absolutely.
More delays.
More delays, less products, less things you can actually buy. The government moves so much slower than like an actual capitalistic business to addressing what the people want. They're just not going to give you what they want. I work in like alcohol, and the state-run alcohol stores are awful. Can't get anything.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Val, what do you think? Do you have opinion on this?
I just think it should be legal everywhere. I think
Yep.
I don't know. Honestly, I just think it should just be legal, and I think it should be decriminalized. I think people are out selling, doing much worse, and I think the focus should be on taking that off the streets versus marijuana. That's not killing anybody.
Right.
True.
Right.
And so in some way it's got to be kind of we're asking it to be regulated a little bit, right? And so there's the reason I think it's going to actually catch some attention. I think a lot of people don't like it, but I think some people do. Especially there's 17 states in the U.S. that have a state-run liquor board. So that infrastructure for the state to kind of sell and market and distribute is already there.
It's already there.
So instead of sending it over to the private market and saying we're just going to collect taxes, all of a sudden the whole industry is for the state. So the idea is, right, that's good for the taxpayer, right? The state gets more money, the state gets to control the whole thing. The regulation and the actual application of it is handled by the same person. So in an efficiency way, that kind of makes sense. In like a monetary, hey, we don't have to set this all up, we get to keep everything, it makes sense. But that's essentially a state monopoly instead of a
open market
business monopoly.
Yeah.
Right. It cuts the open market and it cuts it down.
Yeah.
So it shoots it in the face, you know, like
and
the
consumer that along with homegrown, man, that is a mistake.
I don't think
weed's
it's
not
gonna
free
work.
until you can grow it on your own. It's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You didn't really get anything until you have the ability to grow it at your house.
Right.
I feel like that's the safest place to get it too. Is when you grow it straight into your when you grow it straight from
You know
home,
what's in it.
You know what's in it.
Yeah.
You're not spraying stuff on it. You
That's
just
right.
got the seed. You got the soil, and you're ready to go. Just
I mean,
like when
listen,
you grow
weed's
your
not
own
easy to
food.
grow. It's not an easy plant to
No.
grow. But at the same time, if you do know how to do it, you know what's going in it. You know what you put in it. You know
Yeah.
what it's exposed to. Yeah, I think if you're going to do something in a state, I mean, if you want to make a statement, you make a statement by home grow being available in that legislation.
Because the second they say no home grow, that's the second they're saying you have to come to the company's store. It's
Yep.
It's not about
That's
people
right.
having access to it.
That's what it's all about.
It's not about access to it. It's about you got to come to me to get it, and you pay what I tell you to pay.
Right. They want every little dollar.
That's what it's about. Then.
So let the black market continue.
Right. So
I mean,
it's
what's so
going to.
fucking hard to understand about it? Do it wrong, and the fucking black market's going to continue. You dumb fucking asses. You dumb asses.
Right.
Fucking serious. Wake up, man. Like, you guys are dumb as fuck.
Revenue we should have.
Right. So yeah, I even forgot about all the pictures and stuff I was doing. But yeah. So I mean, I think that's like the important kind of like conversation that has to have around it is like because a long time we've been taking like however we're going to get legal marijuana, however we can get it, let's get it. But there's a better way to do it.
Yeah,
like,
be careful what you ask for. Because
Right.
it's not just about getting it. If it was just about getting it, they're just going to have their way with us.
Right.
And if this is going to become a real industry, if we want no regulation, if we want open trade in cannabis, this it can't go down like this.
Well, you see one effect there. So far as the medical use in Pennsylvania, you have to re-register every year, right? You have to pay a fee for your license.
That's a shakedown, too.
Renew. And you have to visit a doctor.
Yeah.
And that can be done remotely. But that charge has went down about $50 or so because they know people are like, you know what?
Well,
I
I'll
don't
tell you
even
what.
need to pay this fee.
Well, I'll tell you what. Next Thursday night, we have a guest who's involved in evaluations and getting medical license. Remember him, Barry? Barry will be in next Thursday. We're going to learn all about this and talk more about this.
Yeah.
Yep. Next Thursday. Tune in. Stay tuned for that. We'll be talking about licensing in Pennsylvania and how that all thing works.
It's like a big kind of like back part.
It is. It is. Well, so we have legislation. It got through the House. It's going to the Senate. And we don't know what's going to happen. We kind of know what's going to happen.
We kind of know what's going to happen. But like you said before, like the bills get recycled. So if this is an idea that's out there now, half the aisle likes it, half the aisle doesn't. Now they're going to start talking about it.
But the governor wants it.
Well, the governor wants it any way he can get it.
Yeah. So when we had Steve Corbett on, I don't want to say his name like French.
It's Corbett.
Corbett.
Yes.
Did I say it right? Steve Corbett.
Corbett.
Yeah. Steve Corbett. What he was saying was shit. I forgot what I was going to say because I got his name wrong. I hate to do this to myself.
Stupid.
All right, well.
It's the weed, man. It's the weed, boy.
Sometimes you got to hit yourself with a stupid button.
No.
But, yeah. Anyway, so keep rolling.
Well, yeah. But like, and that kind of ties into kind of the next thing. Because the governor, Pennsylvania governor, he wants to get it. Because he wants these
that's
taxes.
What we were talking about. We were talking about Josh Shapiro.
Yeah,
So he went on. So that's what I was going to say. So he went on last week, and he's like, "Listen, I just want to know one thing." He drew this whole thing out. He goes, "Josh, I just want to know one thing. Have you ever smoked pot before? Have you ever smoked weed before?" Is what he said.
Yeah.
And Interesting, right? Interesting question. He's an out, and we don't know the answer.
Oh, we don't know. We don't know.
My guess is he smoked plenty of fucking weed.
I'm sure he smoked something. I mean, how do you?
Cuz went to summer camp. He smoked weed.
Like, he's all right. He's all right.
Yeah.
He went to college, right?
And yeah.
Okay, he smoked some weed.
And he went to summer camp and college. He definitely smoked
he smoked
weed.
some weed.
Yeah, probably. You think he smoked with the new pope at Villanova?
I believe he did.
I think he did too. All right.
Oh, he's gonna be president. He's gonna be president.
Shout out Villanova. Go ahead.
But yeah, so he's like kind of screaming for legalization because, and he's selling it as just like a tax grab, because all the states all around Pennsylvania, they all have recreational marijuana. So he's saying all this tax money's like running out to other states. So it's really
Right. That's right.
And again, it's not about like giving the people what they need. It's about I want the money.
Greed.
So I'm looking over at California right now. And California's pot industry has been struggling for a super long time. They are going down. They've never really been able to like outdo the illegal market. They had to cancel 420 in San Francisco. We covered that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they've regulated themselves to death. Is what they've done.
Yeah.
They've taxed and regulated themselves to death, and now they've got some of the best weed in the world, and they just can't,
They can't sell it.
I mean, listen, if we got to the point where we were able to go interstate commerce on cannabis, I mean, we would see a wine market like we see in Napa.
Yeah,
emerge.
absolutely.
That's what we would see. And we would see high-priced, well-crafted buds. I'm waiting for that day.
It'll come.
I mean, those buds are there, but you got to know someone to get them. You can't just
Right. You can't ship them around.
Yeah, and a lot of those don't even make it to the store. Some of this good shit doesn't even make it to the store.
I would imagine. I imagine there's an internal market there, but they're already so regulated, and now Gavin Newsom, just hit him in the balls and just increased their taxes. So the excise tax, kind of the marijuana tax, was I think it was at like 16%. He just bumped it up to 19%. Looking all these businesses in the eye that are struggling, they can't keep up, they can't undersell the market or the illegal market, and now he's saying it's going to be more expensive.
So that's lost sales.
That's what they're telling him. They're telling him they're calling it an execution event, an extinction event,
killing the proprietors and killing the revenue
with their
all
greed,
in one shot.
With the fucking greed.
And you know why they're doing it is the biggest kick in the balls of all. They're doing it because the state isn't making enough money off the marijuana taxes.
Yeah.
Because sales are so low. And so he's bumping up the taxes to make up for the lost tax revenue.
Which in actuality is going to be the reverse.
I wish some of these politicians had some business experience, because some of the stuff they do makes 0 sense.
But I think it just goes to show you that this is not at all, even in California, the most marijuana-friendly culture economy in the world, probably. I think in the world, they're still not about bringing the people what they want. It's still just the cash grab.
Yeah.
And look how blatant it is.
That's why Michigan took over. That's why Michigan is
their taxes are low.
Yeah, and so someone just commented on one of our posts that I don't have the comment in front of me, but someone just said, man, they got like 2 Z's for $50 in Michigan or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah, hey. Michigan is really cheap.
Good weed too.
I think we talked about that on one of the shows there.
Yeah.
I think I did an article on that.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah, Michigan was
I have
like
a friend of me. I'm gonna go out. First thing I'm gonna do, hit the Michigan motherfucking state line. I'm getting me a motherfucking package.
Yeah, I think Michigan beat like California.
It's the first thing he
sales.
does anyway. Like, it doesn't matter what
saying.
fucking state he in. It's the first thing he do anyway.
Yeah, this
All
is
right.
true.
All
But
right.
yeah, I think it's like
It's interesting.
You're absolutely ensuring that an illegal market's going to be there. You don't care about the illegal market. You don't care about regulation. You don't care about
It's
that.
a cash grab from the beginning, man. Let's face it. Every state, listen, when Colorado started, went there, 10, 11 years ago, go there.
But Colorado
mall
doesn't have the
happy.
struggle. Colorado doesn't have the struggle California does.
But what it was shock. Go out there, me and my buddies, we were having a ball.
Oh, fuck
we
it.
go there, and the prices were high. It was like $400.
You didn't give a fuck. You just flew all the way out there for it.
The point is, on top of the high prices, it was like a 24% tax on top. So you get to it's like $400 and $40 and shit. It's like, come on, man. So, but the prices went way down. But it's a sticker shock.
But
the taxes kill it.
They're doing it everywhere. Like we're talking about, they're doing it in Pennsylvania. They just want the tax money. They in New Jersey. My mom works at a dispensary in New Jersey, in this little tiny town.
Great interview, by the way.
Great
Go check
interview,
it out
yeah.
on Cough Country News.
Yeah, we interviewed her.
How's she doing? Good.
Oh, she's doing great. She's doing great. She's and she's got a lot of insight about like the industry.
Tell her I said hi.
Absolutely. But she told me about like in this little nothing town in northern New Jersey, in this 2-mile stretch of road, 5 dispensaries opened up with a 6th on the way.
You could probably see them all from each other.
All right there. And those dispensaries are not going to last. Those businesses are destined to fail. They're going to collapse.
Same thing in Atlantic City. They told
too much.
John at High Rollers there's going to be like 3. There's like 8 already.
Yeah. So they're just taking that. They're just taking the fees.
Right.
They're just taking. They're going to give a
short-sighted.
They'll give a license to anybody who wants it as long as you'll pay. And they'll just watch all these small businesses, all these individual, real people that are putting their life savings into this money. These aren't multi-state operators. These are real people
Right on.
dumping their money into the state, and the state's just taking it, saying thank you, and watching them fail.
Yeah.
Like it's just a cash
Do
grab, man.
Should I might want to make a short proclamation.
What's the proclamation?
Pennsylvania, get your fucking shit straight and get this bill done and put homegrown in it, and please do not sell it through the damned state stores. Please.
Yeah.
Do you agree with my proclamation?
Good proclamation,
I
man.
agree with your proclamation.
Thank you,
know what?
Val. Thank you.
Pennsylvania, sit your ass down.
There you go. There you go. Sit your ass down. When Todd tells you that,
do it.
Take a fucking seat.
With your chest. Oh.
Whip that ass.
Right? Finish him. All right. So that's, I mean, listen, we got to talk about it. I'm glad you brought it up. I had a
think it's
feeling you
interesting.
might bring that up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because that's shit we got to deal with.
I mean, that's the reality of rolling it into legal cannabis. Like, this is the what's going to happen.
And we have certainly not been on the Pennsylvania hasn't been ahead of the list on innovating here, so we're kind of on the ass end of the list. I think we can be critical. I think we can be critical.
But you know what? Things evolve, and maybe it's got to come to some point where the masses, that's all the states, and understand what's going on and stop shooting themselves in the foot.
Right on.
Because it's all about the wellness.
Greed. It's about greed.
It's greed and it's killing everything.
That's why we got to talk about it. That's why we got to engage, because we're the ones that are the ones who are going to say no to it. We're the one. They're not going to do anything until we say something.
It's like these hospitals closing around here. I mean, we need them.
Mm-hmm.
So don't close the dispensary. We need our meds.
Right.
You feel me?
But we don't just need them in any way. We need them in a logical way that makes sense. You know?
Yeah.
Let people compete.
Yeah.
Give us choices.
And let the local entrepreneur be a part of it.
Yeah.
Stop
telling people what to fucking do, man.
Just these conglomerates coming in, taking over the whole market.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. It's, big industry just killing it.
So we're between, monopoly of the industry or monopoly of the state, and it's like, where do we
go?
Well,
the politicians working with the industry, and
they're the ones who have all the
problem.
lobbyists, They have the lobbyists.
Listen, get me in the White House, and I'll have a mandate to straighten all this shit out.
Hey, you know how when Kevo was in the control room, he used to say stuff. Well, now he's got the comments coming through on here.
Okay.
Shout out to Kev.
Kev in the house.
Kev in the house. I like your text, my brother.
Where you at, player?
I liked your text. I like it. Kevo in the house.
Funny ass.
He's asking if I didn't look at the damn comments on the show. Maybe we should do that. Anyway, well, no, I'm glad you brought that up, Steve. It's
interesting.
We're gonna have Emily on again. I want to get an insight to the process. I feel like it's like what's going on in Pennsylvania is kind of like a conclave in a way, where they're trying to. What they ought to do is they ought to be a conclave in Pennsylvania. What they ought to do is lock them all in the damn room until they can get this worked out.
Uh-huh.
And you don't go home until you get it worked out.
Yeah, I bet that would change a lot.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah. You don't get your recess. You don't get your break.
Nothing.
Get it done.
All right. What's next on your agenda, Steve?
So I kind of went, took a little turn. I looked at the, there's always new science, new studies coming out about cannabis, learning about cannabis. That's pretty cool. But a lot of these new studies that come out, I'm never sure how to take them. You know, like they're always so specific and so extreme. Like either cannabis will kill you or cannabis will make you live forever.
Right.
And so
funded by special interest groups.
Right. It makes you think about like because it's so like choosing a special interest.
Yeah,
like
so nuanced.
Where's this money coming from? Like all this. Like there's just this one study that came out. That just came out. Some group in South Korea. They were studying kind of cannabis's anti-cancer properties, and they actually discovered an entirely new cannabinoid we didn't even know about. So that was very cool. But the real goal of the study was it's called cannabidiol. It's called cannabidiol soxa or soxa.
You have it on your screen?
I have the word, not
you don't
the
have a
actual
picture
thing.
or anything? Okay.
But cannabidiol soxa, whatever it is, I'm probably saying it wrong. But during that study, they found there were 7 cannabinoids that were really strong inhibitors of neuroblastoma. And this included CBD, CBG, and actually delta-8 THC.
Okay.
So it was a really strong inhibitor of neuroblastoma. It's kind of the leading cancer in like babies, like kids. In the first year of life, that's like the biggest cancer thing. So that's huge.
Right.
Lots of like big indicators for treating cancer. But there was also a study that came out from the University of California in San Diego that found that patients who have colon cancer and who have a history of marijuana use are 20 times more likely to die within 5 years than people who do not have a history of cannabis use. So on the one side you have cannabis cures cancer, on the other side you have it's causing cancer. Then there's another study that says people with high history of cannabis use are more prone to heart attacks and irregular heartbeat.
And none of this is looking good for you and me, Chief.
Man, shit, we might go out any minute.
There's all this science that's coming out, and I'm not going to be one to say this science is right, this science is wrong, but they're such small pictures that we're not getting the big picture. And I think this is kind of highlighting how much we need scientific research, especially in the Trump era where he's kind of cutting a lot of research, and we really know nothing about cannabis. Because I think a lot of these studies, we got to keep in mind, when you're studying history of cannabis abuse, you're studying how people use cannabis. And how is that? That's smoking.
Right.
Even now, the most popular way to use cannabis is smoking. It's not edibles.
And even the choices are most recent, so it's been smoking forever.
And and when you were looking at history of cannabis, how are people responding over a lifetime? We're looking at smokers. Right. So this isn't actual marijuana. This is smoking marijuana, which is not healthy. That's not a medicine.
Right.
So that's heart attacks, that's cancer, that's this, that's that. So we got to keep in mind when we're looking at the news, when we're looking at studies, we're not seeing the whole picture here, you know?
Right. So I like what you said about we need the research to understand the qualities that are positive and when and where to use them.
Right.
Like anything. You have a product, it's bad for this, but it's good for this. So, that's where we need to go and find out, maximize the use and this plant that we have that's natural.
Right. And not to give it false claims, not to,
Right, looking at the extreme, like you say, and that's that's eye opening.
Right.
Because I would think the same way. But if using the right way, taken orally,
right,
and eliminates all those extra risks, and you get nothing but positive attributes.
And I don't think smoking is wrong. I love smoking, but when we're smoking, let's be real. We're recreationally using it.
Right.
We're not medicinally using it. So that doesn't mean it's not medicinal.
I don't know. It's medicinal, but maybe with some hazards.
I'll accept that.
I think the medicinal part's still there, but maybe there's like he said, with some hazards. I'm okay with that. But what do you think? You okay with that?
I think everything has a hazard to it anyway. So.
That's fair.
This is true.
Driving your car has a hazard,
Driving
right?
Your car, breathing the air you breathe, just in
this
general,
is true.
Everything.
At least the weed commercial won't be as long as the fucking pharmaceutical ones with the side effects.
Or like an antidepressant commercial where it's like it may cause side effects of like thoughts of suicide. And
it might be suicide, diarrhea. You're gonna shit on yourself.
Yeah, like when they tell you at the end what could happen, you're like, I ain't taking this fucking shit.
I'm trying to cure one motherfucker. motherfucking
cancer.
thing.
That's okay.
And here's what they don't tell you. What they don't tell you is that, like, hey, just stop eating sugar and stop.
Right.
Like, they'll tell you what you really need to know, man. There's an easy way and a hard way.
Well, the hard
true.
well,
You can
the
jab
easy
yourself.
way-
You can jab yourself, or you can do it.
You can eat right.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
or you can pay this company a whole lot of money, and I bet they want that way.
And listen, yeah, I mean, and all of these networks are really being supported. They're on life support by the fact that they can run ads for pharmaceutical companies.
Yeah.
We're the only country in the world that allows ads for pharmaceutical countries where people run around acting a fool.
Come buy this drug.
Yeah, acting a fool, dancing around.
Yeah, no other country allows that.
Looking unhealthy and shit. I mean, we
they're-
got and they're the dumbest fucking commercials. They spend the most amount of money, and they're the dumbest fucking things.
They just allow us
They
to
got
sell
the
us
pig
drugs.
whistle out.
And that's allowed. Those commercials are allowed, but we got to start a whole network so we can allow people to run weed ads on our
Right. You can't advertise CBD, but you can advertise this like
Yeah.
Things that
super
have 30
pharmaceutical
and
cocaine derivative.
They
you know?
ran that fucking that Marlboro cowboy guy right off TV, man, back in the day.
Yeah, man. Remember that, the Marlboro man?
Yeah.
The cool motherfucker, huh?
You dating yourself, Chief. I don't remember that.
Fucking jean jacket and everything out there. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Cool. So this just to wrap up, this cannabinoid was
the new one, yeah.
the new one was found in something that wasn't cannabis.
As far as I know, they were actually studying cannabis. This was
So
we did a story about that.
I read it. Yeah, there's a story where it was found in something that
I know when we did the story, it was there was a plant in Brazil
That's
that they found
correct.
CBD in.
That's correct.
Like other they're cannabinoids.
That's correct.
So they're starting to find it in a couple other plants,
Which is fascinating.
Which is fascinating, yeah.
Because it's like now you're going to kick the door open and go, hey.
Yeah, and it
Look-
kind of brings up the point: is it the plant or is it the substance? Like, do you have a problem with CBD or do you have a problem with marijuana being CBD, or cannabis being CBD? You know?
These I can't get these fathers out of my mind where I can't get them out of my I can't because they keep talking. They were talking about how great alcohol is,
Man, listen.
and what you just said wouldn't register a second in their minds.
Right.
Listen, everyone has a platform
God
nowadays.
how do you
That don't mean they need one.
do they not see it as
You know what I'm saying?
a plant that God put on
Right.
the earth?
If wheat, after it's distilled and beaten and like stripped and heated,
But he
and
knew all
melted
about the
and-
beer.
Man, he said,
That's
drink some
okay.
liquor and go holler at some chicks.
Yeah,
That's the fuck I
and
heard.
feel good about it while you're doing it.
You feel me?
This was God's way.
Yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
God's way. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, I think it was silly, but. But to wrap up, I got a fun one. I don't know if you want a fun
Oh, we
short
do.
one.
Yeah, we want. Matter of fact, the more fun they are, the better this is.
Kind of lighten it up a little bit. It's been a
Yeah.
little heavy. Hold on, let me see. I got
We can only do one heavy story a
Yeah,
session.
man. We
Yeah,
gotta
it's
keep
a
it
it's a
light.
lot of heavy, right?
Yeah,
It was a
gotta
little
keep
bit.
it
Of
So
heavy.
we'll do one heavy, and then we can bring all a bunch of fun stuff in because there's all kinds of fun cannabis.
There
stories.
is
Yeah.
like this dude. See if you can pull the picture up. I don't know if I got the right picture on there. What we got?
Pull that bad boy
So
up.
is this dude? Am I on that? Let me try. No. Anyway, there's this dude. I can't figure it out. I don't know what's happening.
How many screen? But you should only have one screen, or you got more than one.
It's kind of telling me to show the one screen. That
Are you
I've
showing
got.
the app, or you're sharing the app, or this? It doesn't matter. You should share whatever's on your screen. You'll see it on this screen.
Yeah, it's saying preview, like select the screen. I might be doing it. Must be doing it wrong. I don't know. Yeah, it's not. Whatever.
That's not it. All right.
Anyway, this dude, there was this guy in Texas. Let me see here. I don't know if you heard about it, but you might have. You might have. This guy in Texas. Anyway, I can't remember his name. Oh, there he is. We got him. We got him. That's the guy in Texas.
Oh yeah. Here we go.
All right. So this dude in Texas. Where are we? He apparently got the cops are looking for him. They haven't found him just yet. Apparently, as of
Don't you love when
printing.
this shit starts like this? When the story starts like this,
Yeah,
and then
man.
he cuz looking like he running.
Motherfucker on the move.
So
Right,
this
yeah.
motherfucker is on the run, but the police are looking for him out of Lufkin, Texas. It's like 2 hours north of Houston.
There we go, Texas.
So we're in Texas, right? We're in Texas.
More Texas shit.
But this dude apparently they got a tip off And the cops started checking this dude's Facebook out. And they found this dude is selling some drugs, and he was making this promotion, which I think this guy's brilliant for. He was all around town. He was hiding these Easter eggs filled with weed for Easter. So he was making this whole Easter egg hunt. I know, this is cute. I think it's amazing. He was hiding Easter eggs all over the place, and he was doing this promotion on Facebook saying, you buy from me today, I'm going to give you a hint on where the Easter eggs are, and you can go hunt for the weed. I think it's brilliant, but the cops got a hold of it, and so they're hunting him down. They got all the eggs except for one that was found by like a grandpa and his granddaughter.
So who got all the eggs? The cops?
The cops got all the eggs. They got all the eggs. They thought he didn't get the one.
We just did a story where
fucking Scrooges.
Fuckers. You ruined fucking Easter again. Easter keeps ruining everything.
Horrible.
So we just had it before 420. We were talking about all the Easter egg hunts that were all over. So this guy, he figures, shit, there's Easter egg hunts everywhere.
That's clever.
Fuck it, I'll put Easter eggs out too.
That's clever.
And then he tries to tie it into a sales promotion.
Yeah, I like what he did, man. Leave the guy alone.
Yeah. What's his name?
This guy's name is Avante Nicholson.
Avante Nicholson.
Yeah, where you at, Avante?
Yeah,
Here you are.
You the man.
Come here, Avante.
Put his face back up there because
I got Snoop Dogg in an Easter outfit. I thought that was a nice way to end.
Hey, I want to invite Avante on this show. Avante, if anybody knows Avante or we can get a hold of Avante.
Shit, everybody looking for Avante.
Well, the cops haven't found Avante yet.
Well, listen,
but,
Avante, if you come on the show, we will not tell them.
Like you can from an undisclosed place.
We won't. Yeah, just come in remote. We will.
Let me
we don't
talk
care
to
where
him.
you
Let me
are,
talk
brother.
to him, man. He ain't gonna trust a white guy. Look, Avante, listen, I promise you, man, we got you. Got some killer fire for your ass too. Come on, holler at us. Smoke some of this good shit right here. You know what I mean? Let's keep it moving.
All right. All right.
But I'm very proud of Avante. I think that's a brilliant marketing maneuver.
Yeah,
I would have done that.
Avante, yeah, I'll fuck with you. I like that, man. Good shit.
Wow. But
right.
yeah, man, that's the news. That's the news right
news.
here. That's what news I got for you.
Man.
Well,
always bringing the latest.
Yeah.
Bringing
we
that
got
good
deep.
stuff.
We got heavy there.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
Yeah, so we'll just got to be careful not to go too heavy. There ain't
Yeah.
nothing heavy about this late night show, I'll tell you that.
Lighten it up a little
Yeah.
bit.
We can have an intellectual conversation. We just can't get too heavy, right?
That's it, man. Keep it light.
Because you're not good heavy.
Nah, man, I don't do heavy.
You don't do. I don't do heavy either.
Nah, man.
All right. This is what we're going to do. Guys, we're going to switch over to Rumble. We're going to do our strain of the day over on Rumble. And then after we do that, or maybe before that, Val's going to show us how. I think before that, as soon as we get off of YouTube and go on Rumble, Val's going to show us how she handles roaches. And she brought some supplies and stuff. So if you guys want to see, put me right there. If you guys want to see Val and how she handles her roaches, she brought some stuff. We're going to show that too. So come over to Rumble and we'll have that on there. And then we've got the strain of the day. What's the strain of the day?
The strain of the day is Sour Gremlin.
Sour Gremlin. It's right here under the light. You guys will see it in a second. So yes, if you guys are on YouTube, thank you guys for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. If you can't come to Rumble, we understand, but come to Rumble if you can. If not, give us a like, tell a friend. Thank you guys for joining. We appreciate you, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday on the next show. So, all right, kill the YouTube feeds. Tell me when we're clear. All right, we are clear.